rows are still empty. Ones who have just come, maybe can come here to the front. Faisal maybe, or Mas Jerry, you probably want to sit in the front. I see no more victims. So maybe the ones who come next to the door. The ones who are still at Androidify, maybe you can claim your seats here in the front. Selamat sore yang masih di Androidify.
Man with ponytail.
Man with scarf and ponytail. Man with blazer. Lady in the red shirt. Maybe you can sit in the front. Thank you very much. For the latecomers, I would very much suggest for you to sit in the front. Yes, that is you, gentleman, in the black shirt. Yes. Oh, he's leaving. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ballroom. Hello. 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 Andreas, you would like to pay attention to the front? Yes, thank you. Welcome back to the ballroom where we're going to have the next panel discussion. While we wait for the panelists to come, I would just like to remind you of the many happenings that we will have for today. Next, we will have a video call with Sir Martin Sorrell. I cannot stress you enough how important this call is, right, Ranjana? Yes. And it's at 7:30. Please don't be late for that. There will be a dinner and pitch brief at 8 p.m. And please contact Jessie if you're interested. Very important announcement. We will have open bar during dinner. Applause. Applause for the open bar during dinner. We will have Gadgeton at 9:30 here in the ballroom, hosted by Jessie. And we will have Ignite Talks at 10 p.m. And we'll also still have the Midnight Cooking Madness. For those of you who haven't volunteered, you can volunteer to Marianne. And you can just, is Marianne here? Oh, Marianne is still with the panelists. And you can register with her later on. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact the committee in the red shirt. Not me, because I only don't get paid to MC and not to answer your questions. Thank you. Also, now the back. Should we start? Hello, Pak. I see Mas Didit has already changed outfits. And Ranjana has also worn something new. I don't know why I'm not wearing something new, but okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we can start? Okay, thank you very much. Welcome back to the ballroom, and give a round of applause for all of us who have attended the two discussions earlier today. Today's panel discussion will be on nation branding, and that will be explained by Ibu Ranjana later on. Please give a round of applause for our speakers. Pak Arif Yahya, the Minister of Tourism, Pak Erick Meyer, President Director of Telkom Telstra, and Didit Maulana, the designer of IKAT Indonesia. Round of applause, please. And I would like also to call Ibu Ranjana to the front, who will be moderating. So this will be the Ranjana show. I will step down soon enough. Please, round of applause for Ranjana. This is not as loud as last time. Guys, Ranjana said this is not as loud as last time. Louder than for me, she says. Okay, Ranjana, take it away.
Thank you, Desi. We are indeed very honored. This is our 5th Stream Indonesia, and I think to make this very, very special, we have Bapak Mantri Arif Yahya from the Ministry of Tourism. Great honor, a great and very exciting time, I think, for the country and for some of the things that he will talk about, and you'll see what that is. So may I invite Bapak Mantri, please, on stage. Silakan.
of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They learn much more than I ever knew, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
At Stream, the word we've been using for the last 5 years is marvelous. But after watching this, I am very happy for us to change it for Stream Indonesia to wonderful. I think it is wonderful. May I now invite our second panelist, Eric Mayer, an old friend and client, up on stage. Thank you for being here with us, Eric. And last but not the least, Didit Maulana, and if you notice, I'm wearing a wonderful scarf around my neck, so that's from ICAT. Thank you, Didit. We'll watch another video, which is from ICAT. That was wonderful. What we'll have now is a presentation from Pamantri. After that, we'll have a discussion, but we'll also invite questions from the audience, which I'm sure everyone here will be very happy to answer. So,
Oke, baik, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sore, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Since I only have 10 minutes, allow me to deliver my presentation in Bahasa Indonesia. For you, English-speaking person, you can just read my presentation. It was in English actually. Ini ya? Oke, next. Oh, ini. Gerak sendiri. Nah ini, the CEO aspiration is coming from our president. What is national branding? The image of Indonesia, especially 10 years from, 30 years from now. Okay, next. Ini berdasarkan survei. Jadi main Indonesia image itu adalah yang tengah ini, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Jadi surveinya sudah dilakukan seluruh Indonesia dan ke seluruh dunia. Kesimpulannya apa yang bagus tentang Indonesia itu ada di United in Diversity. Terus, nah ini menjelaskan, paling mudah menjelaskan branding itu apa, adalah membandingkan tiga-tiganya ini. Philip Kotler, PDB mungkin ingat semua. Positioning itu adalah customer management, differentiating adalah product management, dan branding. Branding itu apa? Branding itu adalah promise yang diberikan oleh produk itu differentiating itu kepada customernya. Promise itu kalau kita live up, dia akan menjadi reputation. Nah, itulah branding. Paling sederhana itu. Lalu kalau rekan-rekan baca dari Kantar, dia pakai MDS, meaningful, different, salient. Itu artinya sama persis dengan sana. Meaningful artinya apa kontribusi kita untuk customer kita, different sama persis, yaitu tentang produk kita itu differentiatingnya di mana, dan salient itu artinya terkenal kalau kita mengkomunikasikannya. Lalu yang ketiga ini yang dipakai oleh Ogilvy ini, Unhold. Kalau kita ranking brand Indonesia nomor berapa? Nah, dia pakai 3C ini. Yang pertama kontribusi satu negara terhadap dunia, terhadap customernya. Nomor 2 competence. Competence itu produknya dia apa? Terutama kalau satu negara itu diwakili oleh 3, trade, tourism and investment. Dan ketiga adalah communication. Rekan-rekan di sini ini kumpul kebanyakan adalah rekan-rekan yang dari communication. Next. Sorry. Nah ini kira-kira 3C itu. Jadi national competence, especially in trade, tourism and investment. Dan semua orang sepakat bahwa negara itu hanya diwakili oleh 3 hal ini. Tourism. Lalu global contribution-nya, kalau Indonesia yang paling bagus adalah di culture-nya. Lalu kita communication. Setelah national competence dan global kontribusi kita komunikasikan, maka timbullah reputasi. Hasil branding itu adalah reputasi. Reputasi itu kalau dilihat oleh orang timbullah persepsi. Jadi brand itu apa? Brand itu adalah persepsi seseorang, nation brand itu persepsi seseorang tentang suatu negara. Nah ini kalau menggambar ini jauh lebih mudah daripada pakai kata-kata yang panjang. Ini yang buat Marian ini, thank you for Marian. Udah jelas ya, sesimpel itu branding itu. Nah ini Indonesia, mengapa dia sangat penting? Karena kita global gitulah. Nah ini apa yang penting? Ada 6 unsur, tapi 3 unsur diantaranya adalah DTI. Yang paling atas tourism, ekspor itu mewakili trade, dan yang paling bawah mewakili investment TTI. Yang lainnya adalah people, culture, dan governance. Oke, terus ini tentang Indonesia. Nah ini, saya ulang lagi, PDB ini tepat sama ini. Satu tentang customer management, ini ilmunya Philip Kotler, positioning namanya, P. D, differentiating tentang product management, dan ini tentang brand management. Brand itu adalah, branding itu bagian dari marketing, sesimpel itu. Jadi marketing itu dibolak-balik, ilmunya hanya 3 ini. Belum berubah sampai sekarang. Customer management, product management, dan brand management. Untuk tourism kita menggunakan Wonderful Indonesia. Nah ini kita bisa contoh yang dilakukan oleh Coca-Cola, harus mempunyai visi, harus mempunyai mother brand-nya, dan harus mempunyai produknya. Dan mana yang kita gunakan ini namanya brand arsitektur. Oke, kesimpulannya langsung kita menggunakan yang ini, endorse brand family. Apa itu? Warnanya sama dan di-endorse oleh sesuatu yang sama. Nanti akan saya berikan contoh. Kalau Inggris nanti monolitik, saya bilang dulu nanti. Mereka semuanya menggunakan Great Britain, oke? Next. Nah ini contoh aja langsung. Dari contoh ini bisa disimpulkan bahwa negara-negara itu mostly diwakili oleh tourism dan investmentnya. Mengapa? Karena yang trade-nya itu lebih banyak diwakili oleh produk-produknya. Contoh Amerika, jarang disebut made in USA. Google nggak ada made in USA-nya, ya Google gitu aja. Facebook, WhatsApp semuanya tanpa itu, sehingga jarang muncul yang untuk trade. Jadi Thailand, amazing Thailand for tourism, invest in Thailand. Jerman seperti itu juga. China, invest in China, Singapura, dan seterusnya. Brazil, invest ditambah itu export trade gitu. Switzerland, Jepang, invest in Japan, New Zealand, Spanyol, invest in Spain. Oke, terus, nah ini, akhirnya orang berpikir mengapa kok punya brand yang berbeda-beda. Ini contoh adalah orang akan cenderung menjadikan satu, mengcombine-nya. Meksiko contohnya, itu yang kiri itu adalah for tourism, yang kanan adalah untuk investment. Tapi perhatikan bahwa huruf dan fonts-nya sudah sama. Demikian juga yang terjadi di Finland. Logonya sama, hurufnya sama, fonts-nya, hanya warnanya yang berbeda. Inilah yang diminta oleh Pak Presiden kepada saya. Mengapa tourism, investment berbeda? Tourism menggunakan Wonderful Indonesia, investment menggunakan Remarkable Indonesia, logonya berbeda-beda. Jadi yang resah, yang galau itu bukan hanya Pak Presiden, tetapi seluruh dunia memikirkan itu. Kalau ini monolitik namanya. Ini ada dari Great Britain, semua Great Britain. Apa saja, culture is Great Britain, innovation is Great, shopping is Great Britain, even bond is Great Britain. Jadi satu, semuanya sama. Ini contoh terakhir yang menjadi satu dan nation brand. Australia punya yang sebelah kiri itu untuk tourism, yang sebelah kanan untuk trade, tetapi dia mengeluarkan nation brand namanya Australia Unlimited. Itu yang diminta oleh Pak Presiden, yang mirip seperti ini nih. Tetapi yang di Australia berbeda-beda itu. India, Incredible India untuk tourism, invest in India. Prime Minister India membuat yang baru, Make in India. Ini yang akan diangkat sebagai nation brand-nya. Lalu terus bagaimana dengan Indonesia? Nah Indonesia kita udah punya untuk tourism Wonderful Indonesia. Ada performance, ada reputation. Performance tambah reputation itu adalah investment. Mengapa? Branding itu adalah investasi karena nilainya bisa kita ukur, namanya brand value. Oke, berdasarkan Ogilvy ini ada laporannya, kalau brand value satu negara itu naik 10%, maka turismenya dia akan naik 11% dan investasinya akan naik 2%. Sehingga kalau orang mengerti, dia akan invest di branding, itu tidak apa-apa. Nah ini kita Wonderful Indonesia tahun 2013. Wonderful Indonesia itu tidak ada rankingnya, not available in the list from 141 countries. Tapi atas bantuan Ogilvy ini melompat 100 peringkat menjadi ranking 47. Boleh tepuk tangan itu untuk orang Indonesia. Jadi it jumped drastically around 100 rank. Seberapa baik ranking 47? Amazing Thailand nomor 7 tuh ranking 83. And Truly Asia Malaysia rank 96. Jadi kita sudah jauh lebih baik dibandingkan dengan Truly Asia-nya Malaysia. Gitu. Oh, sorry. Nah ini kesimpulannya aja. Kalau banyak ngomong itu tidak bagus, tapi banyak awards itu yang bagus. Selama tahun 2016, Wonderful Indonesia have received 46 awards dari 22 countries. And one of them, we are the best in the largest travel mart in the world, jadi ITB Berlin. Ini listnya, 46 awards. Dan kembali tahun 2017, Indonesia sekali lagi Wonderful Indonesia menjadi yang terbaik di ITB Berlin. Ini ukurannya itu, ini pameran pariwisata terbesar di dunia. Nah ini perbandingan brand. Jadi rekan-rekan jangan pernah khawatir dengan bentuk brand Anda. Yang lebih penting itu bagaimana Anda mengkomunikasikannya. Jadi Brasil ya hanya begitu saja, Malaysia begini, Egypt begitu. Kita harus pandai mengkomunikasikannya. Nah ini contoh yang menggunakan house of brand, jadi brandnya berbeda-beda, India, Australia juga berbeda-beda di setiap states-nya. Kalau di Indonesia kita menggunakan endorse brand family yang bawah itu. Fonts dan color-nya sama. Enjoy Jakarta pakai Monas, tapi lihat the 5 color are the same sama color-nya itu. Bandung juga sama, Jawa juga sama color, dan itulah yang kita sebut endorse brand family. Nah ini kita 10. Semuanya sama, ini akan membuat lebih mudah dan efisien. Wonderful Indonesia sebagai mother brand-nya, yang lainnya kita buat similar. Oke, terus ini. Sekarang bagaimana dengan nation brand kita? Diskusinya sudah panjang. Akhirnya tadi Marian sudah saya kasih tahu bahwa Pak Presiden sudah setuju nation brand kita adalah yang menggunakan logo yang sama dengan logo yang kita gunakan untuk Wonderful Indonesia. Nah ini untuk turismenya ini, untuk investmentnya yang bawa trade and invest in Indonesia. Untuk nation brandnya kita menggunakan yang kiri. Jadi berbeda dengan India, berbeda dengan Australia, mungkin lebih mirip dengan UK kita. Jadi sama persis logonya, fontsnya sama. Lalu selanjutnya ini kita juga minta bantuan WPP dan Ogilvy mendukung kita untuk PR-ing dan media komunikasi. Dan saya tahu banyak rekan-rekan di sini yang bergerak di media komunikasi, jadi minta bantuan, punya ide apa saja untuk mengangkat brand Indonesia, nation brand Indonesia. Nah ini akan kita gunakan semua media yang ada nanti. Yang paling banyak digital media, karena yang paling efisien. media-media besar di dunia, CNN, Bloomberg kita juga akan pakai. Oke, mungkin demikian dari saya. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Bapa Mantri. It is, as you said, I know we've seen in the past campaigns from different departments, ministries, all looking different. So I think this is a wonderful and very exciting time for Indonesia to actually, with one voice, have their brand stand out on the global stage and be recognized for all the right things that Papa Mantri has identified. A great beginning, but again, I think the message is, and that will come up in the panel, what can be done to help it, aid it, really spread the word around, and that could come up in the question answers. But I hand over now to Eric for his comments, suggestions.
Okay, thank you. So, just from a marketing perspective, right, one of the things that I love about this is the consistency. I've been in Indonesia now for 24 years, moved different companies. And what I see Indonesian marketeers do a lot, we often very quickly get bored of our own logos and our own styles. Every time a new director comes to a company, he wants to change the logo, want to change the color, want to change the tagline. Usually starts with changing the agency first.
But that's what keeps us in business.
I know, and I don't know if that's only in Indonesia or if that's an Asian thing, maybe even a global thing, but everybody wants to put their own stamp on it. So the first thing that I really appreciate about this is that when the minister became the Minister of Tourism 3 years ago now, feels like 10 already. Eh? He did not force a new logo, a new tagline. Wonderful Indonesia was already there. A lot of money had been put behind it. He said, let's continue on that road. Because if every 5 years there's a new minister, you change your logo, you change your tagline, when are you ever going to get higher than Malaysia, Thailand, and all those other countries, right? So that's the consistency that happened already within the Ministry of Tourism. It's, I think from a marketeer's perspective, it's very good. The second thing is, now the government is taking that one step further. Instead of saying we're going to have our own country brand, the country brand is consistent again. So all the money that has been put in already, and you must have noticed if you travel abroad, I mean in the past you always saw the Malaysian ads, the Thai ads, you never saw Indonesian ads. Within the past 3 years, you've seen, every time you switch on CNN or any of the channels, even the local channels in China, you will see the ads that we just saw show up, Wonderful Indonesia. But that's a lot of money that's gone into that. And with this consistency of the nation branding, I think what I appreciate a lot is at least all that money spent will continue to drive value. And from a business perspective, I mean, of course, I work for a company which is a joint venture between an Indonesian company and an Australian company. In the past, it was always an issue to get Australian expats to work in Indonesia for our company. Because the reputation that the minister talked about was still not very good. People were scared to move to Indonesia. Oh, is it safe? Is it secure? Can I eat the food? These people, they wear strange clothes. I'm going to look funny. But now that's all changing very quickly. I now get a lot of I get now more CVs in from Telstra in Australia, people who want to work for us in Indonesia, than we can actually accommodate. Because people are, so I'm feeling the changed perception. Indonesia is no longer just Bali. That's what we got 3 years ago. People who wanted to join our company because they thought we were based in Bali. And they thought we were wearing the beer bintang singlets every day in the office. I think that is now changing. People know we can absolutely, I mean, I always wear this. And my boss was here just last week. And before he went, he asked me, can you bring me to a shop where I can buy some batik? I should have brought him to the ikat shop. Yeah, sorry. Next time. And even the people who moved back from Indonesia back to Australia, if I see them in meetings, they're wearing their batik shirt. So you're getting that reputation thing. It's now becoming a thing of pride. Now, and that's where you start to see the real value. If countries or people from other countries are no longer scared, but actually go the other way, they're saying, it's exciting to go to Indonesia. It's exciting to invest in Indonesia. That's where the value of nation branding, in my opinion, comes in, way beyond the tourism. I mean, tourism is the biggest industry. I think already now, the biggest generator of, almost, yeah? Give him 2 more years and it'll be definitely the largest generator of foreign exchange coming into the country. But it really has a massive impact, I think, on other business as well. And that's why from a just pure marketeer's perspective, I'm really appreciative of this. And not because the minister is sitting next to me, but I think you will all feel that same sentiment.
Yeah, which is true. I mean, I've been seeing, when you said the different places, Makassar and Bandung and the others, all of you would have seen coming from the airport or going to the airport. They are embarrassing, some of them, because it's all so different and led by different people. There's no personality. Once they come under some kind of a common guideline, I think it'll just help them and overall Indonesian, whether it's tourism or trade. And talking about batik, let's move on to ikat now and see what value fashion, design, taking a place on the world stage, how does that promote the image of Indonesia?
Yeah. First thing is I'm so amazed with the presentation. And in the global marketplace, the branding of a nation is ideally act as a national umbrella brand and seeking to differentiate product countries from other nations. And as a fashion designer that specializing in focusing Indonesian textile and inspired by the culture, I realized that it's not just the end product that is interesting to be acknowledged, but the way it, how each of the product it made is wonderful, just like wonderful Indonesia. So if I may say, like if you see what I wear, so it's not like the end product. It's amazing, like from the pattern and everything, but the story behind the intangible aspect from the process of making it, the histories behind why every woman create this kind of textile, where it was made, and the meaning behind every pattern are the interesting part to be told. And the combination between the outcome, the product, and then this wonderful behind the scene process is a very, what I say is like a very amazing stories to be told. Oh yeah, wonderful. Wonderful things to be shared. So if we say, if I can share of a story behind what I'm wearing, I think it can be a good marketing tool for Indonesia, like this one. It's made in Bali, in Karangasem, by the 65 years old lady. And then this one, the stripe one, is made in Klaten. It's 6-hour trip from Semarang. So I think this kind of value that adding and differentiate Indonesian product from others. So I'm really excited, and I think we can do more and collaborate more for Wonderful Indonesia, as we are the practitioners. And then to share this to everyone, that I did some collaboration with international brand. So last year we create this special tote bag, collaborate with Tumi, and then it utilized for the Grammy Award winner and the nominees. They got the tote bag that I designed in Staples Center in Los Angeles. And then we did also some collaboration with Mattel for Barbie Love Indonesia. And I think I always put the stories behind, like for the Tumi bag, I create this ikat pattern, and then the red and white representing Indonesian flag identity, and then the blue color, it representing the 70% of Indonesian area are oceans, and then there are several color of brown, which is representing the fertility soil of Indonesia. I think from this part of a fashion, it is our contribution from the fashion side to further elevating Indonesian in the international stage through wonderful Indonesia branding.
Thank you, Didit. For next year's collection, you can use the colors from the logo that you saw over here. That's another idea.
Yeah, we can do that, and showing it on stream 2018. Why not?
There you go. Thank you. Maybe I'll just kick off with the first question to Pamantri. It's a wonderful start, and I think very exciting, and it can only get better. When do you plan, and how do you plan to launch it?
Okay, we have a big event actually into 2018, so it would be ASEAN Games. So Pak President are going to launch the nation brand in August 2018, but the soft launch it will be done on August this year, August 2017.
Is there any question you would like, Eric or Didit, to Papa Mantri? Any questions you have, or taking on what he said, or do we open it up? We can open it up to the audience. Would you have, if you raise your hand, just introduce yourself and where you're from, and you can ask a question, give a suggestion to anyone on the panel. One there.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'd like to ask a question to Pak Menteri. What makes different between wonderful Indonesia and amazing Thailand, or your Singapore, truly Singapore, or maybe Malaysia, truly Asia? Because I'm afraid that it's just a word that is commonly used without defining the real values of our countries. Thank you. Our country. Thank you.
Okay, direct. Okay, what is the essence of branding actually? The essence is the reputation actually. Whatever you say, if your reputation, especially your performance is bad, all the things are going to be bad, including your logo. And fortunately for wonderful Indonesia, in terms of awards, for example, we receive around 46 awards. And comparing to Malaysia, for example, in what is Malaysia is the hero in halal tourism. Malaysia is always the winner of halal tourism, except in 2015 and 2016. In the consecutive years, Indonesia is the winner for the halal tourism. Not only for the winner, we take 12 from 16 awards in 2016 for halal tourism. What I would like to say is the performance. The performance tell the society, the world, that we are better than Malaysia. And then the impact is wonderful Indonesia much better compared to the truly Asia Malaysia. So the point is your reputation, your performance is the essence of the branding actually. So if your performance is good, everything is going to be good. So if you are going to improve your brand value, improve your performance. That's the key. The key of the brand itself. Not the fonts, the logo actually. Your contribution and your competence. Or in short, your reputation will tell the world. Okay, I think
I mean, you're right. If you can have the most wonderful adjectives added to any campaign or a theme, but if what we call, if the product experience is bad, none of them matter. Which brings the point, Pamantri, is normally when you think of nation branding, it is let's do it to the world. What's the international media, what's everything. But just a suggestion, it must first be done for Indonesia. We all must take pride in it. We must understand what it stands for, and then we must live and demonstrate it. If we do that, then it starts taking meaning. So we can say wonderful, doesn't mean anything. Everyone else must say, what a wonderful country, what a wonderful experience. Which is why I think maybe the first step also is how do we do it within Indonesia, for Indonesians, so we all take pride in it and actually live up to it. Yeah. Would you like to add anything, Eric? Did it?
Yeah, maybe so from a marketing perspective, again, your question is extremely valid, right? Normally, if you want to put a brand on something, you want it to be differentiating. You want it to be specific to what you want to portray. But the problem for Indonesia, which is not a problem, it's actually a massive opportunity, is as what the minister said before. Even the nation theme is unity through diversity, or unity in diversity. This country is so diverse, it's basically a world on its own, right? You can get whatever you get in every other country, you can get it, find it in Indonesia. It's so hard to put one little stamp on that. Because if you go more specific, you exclude more of the richness of the country. So, and I was lucky to be at least involved in some of the discussions around this. I think that was some of the discussion points around how specific can you be? Wonderful, the word wonderful can apply to almost anything, right? In the end, it's coming back to people. You want people to have a wonderful experience, whether they visit Indonesia, any part of Indonesia, whether they invest in Indonesia, whether they talk about Indonesia. So that encompasses a lot. Now, of course, that comes back to, and I think you mentioned that in your presentation, this cannot only be a brand campaign. This cannot only be an ad on CNN. It includes how everybody in Indonesia also treats people, treats tourists, behaves, also on social media. If we become a country that is very negative on social media, then of course you don't add to the value of wonderful Indonesia. But if we are interacting in a wonderful way, you get more mileage out of that branding as well. Interestingly also, the brand for wonderful Indonesia for domestic tourism is Pesona Indonesia. Pesona is not a direct translation of wonderful. It actually has more meaning than the word wonderful. Unfortunately, I don't think English has a word like that, so maybe we need to invent a word to describe persona to the rest of the world.
Did you?
I think I really I like what the statement of Ranjana, which is saying that this is not only a branding, but it's more to how we as Indonesian, we side by side and hand in hand for showing what is wonderful Indonesia. Just like when I created this shirt, it's not only the shirt but the experience of you wearing it, and then the service of how the staff is giving to the clients. It's make and giving a good impression for them. And then I think each of us is a part of this wonderful Indonesia. Like we are all the team member of this umbrella brand, Wonderful Indonesia, because what we say, how we smile and everything, it will reflect all the people who come to Indonesia, and it becoming an invitation for other country to come. Just like I remember when I designed the shirt for APAC in 2013, and then each of a shirt, I give like a short story about what is behind, and then after that they're very interesting to ask where is it made, and it's becoming a new possibilities and a new opportunities for them to come to the area. I think it's like our like Indonesian task to go hand in hand to really showing what is wonderful Indonesia, not just a branding, but a sincere wonderful from Indonesian. So all the aspect, and we will set a new bar, like what Mas Eric said, like the hygienic of the food and everything is like having this standard that Indonesian food, let's say be it the food or the fashion or everything, it has this good quality review of standard.
I think just to take that a step forward, normally it's seen, oh, the government will do it, or the ministry will promote Indonesia or build the brand. One thing for all of us to consider, and I think we were discussing that last evening at dinner, is it's everyone. So yes, individuals, yes, but there's a greater role for each of you who are leaders of your organizations, is how do you really make the public-private practice come together? So what can the companies do? How can you work with the ministry, whether it's internal or external, and really build on this at every stage? I'm not sure whether it was Great Britain or Australia, where when you buy clothes it says, proudly made in Great Britain. I mean, do we say, this product is from wonderful Indonesia? But if we can all embrace it, both locally and outside, and I think that's something maybe you can talk about or suggest to Mantri, that would really be great. Jerry, you had a question.
Actually, it's not a question, but I have some suggestion. I heard last time from the South by Southwest, there's a presentation from UK government. He's telling the case of British Airways. They believe in the subconscious power of the audio. That's why from the beginning of the advertisement in the TV, radio, and everything, and then it goes to the experience until it goes when people enter the airplane. Still have the same ambience of the sound from the advertisement. I'm thinking about maybe Pak Menteri also can think about a good jingle that will be brought into, for example, when people arrive in Indonesia, the airport will sound reminding about the wonderful of Indonesia. It will be really good. Thank you.
At the Garuda Airlines, other airlines, at the airport.
Okay, it's a good idea, I think. And for this, okay, we take the What a Wonderful World song, because we believe this song can endorse our brand, because this song is very popular. Okay, and again, the most important thing in this case is the performance of our tourism services actually. So what I believe is the brand value will follow your performance. Compared to Malaysia again, for example, our growth is 15%. Malaysia less than 4%. So whatever the success men say is always right. Okay, something like that. Whatever the corporation, the success corporation said will be good, it will be nice, because they are successful people or successful corporation. So, okay, I would like to say that one. Improve your performance, your contribution, and improve your communication. It has to be balanced, both of this.
Since this is a digital unconference, I think if anyone has ideas or questions or suggestions, given the power of digital media, given that it's across age groups, across countries, across borders, and you can't always control it, what could be done to harness the power of that for the purpose of this nation branding for Indonesia? Anyone? Or questions? Please.
I think one of the, as mentioned on Pak Menteri presentation before, one of the main asset of Indonesia as a brand for the rest of the world is the diversity, right? Is a lot of cultural assets that I think even with the Ministry of Tourism trying like really hard to cover it, but maybe we cannot cover everything else, and that's where the power of digital could come actually. If either one corporation or even the Ministry of Tourism could provide a platform where people could actually showcase their findings of what's unique about Indonesia, what's unique about what's going on around them, what's the local produce that they think could be showcased to the rest of the world. I think that could be a really good start because coming back again to the what's unique about Indonesia is the diversity itself.
Yeah, we have both the international platforms and Indonesian platforms. Sorry, there was a question there.
Hi, I'm Joe from Medicom. So I'm just wondering, I'm not wondering, but adding a point on discussion. So actually, because the diversity of Indonesia is very wide from the Sabang until Merauke, and digital is very personal and very handful to be used. I was thinking if Kementerian Pariwisata has any idea to utilize that and harness that power, meaning we can use digital for UGC content. So everybody in a while we have like 300 people here, and if they're Indonesian and they like he mentioned it before that they can showcasing what is wonderful Indonesia about. They can take a photo, for instance, or video, or even live streaming in every activity using the identity of wonderful Indonesia. It will be great, right?
Great idea.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was wondering,
I think
is there
when
any...
we have the logos finalized by the ministry, maybe that is something with guidelines that can be open to the public. So your Instagram, your whatever accounts you use, and God knows there are so many of them, that can be done.
Yeah.
If we can have one more question, and then we'll ask Pamantri to wrap up. Is there any question? Sorry, there's one there. Yes.
It's not a question, but in addition, in terms of strategy, so a lot of the Indonesians also are very digitally savvy, and let's be honest, traveling also around Indonesia is not cheap. So we would assume that when it comes to travelers, as much as they are digitally savvy, they can also look into VRs. So you can give, like, say for example, if it's Raja Ampat, give them, like, you know, what they can expect when it comes to Raja Ampat, more than just, you know, Instagram photos. Give them some 360 executions, or even like, okay, what will they do in this section? Or if they die, will they see turtles and whatnot? So giving them a full flavor of it and really enticing them to go probably could be another strategy. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, if I can ask, maybe we'll start a minute if you have anything to say in conclusion. Eric, and then Pamantri.
Okay. I think from me, from the fashion and the traditional side, we are ready for supporting this wonderful Indonesia through because we have the content like the. It's not like a digital content, but more to how to preserve Indonesian culture and present it to international stage. And then from my side, it's like engaging with more celebrities and influencers for further exploring Indonesian with. I think it is good to. Create like a public hashtag wonderful Indonesia and sharing it with the influencer, and whenever they eat something or they wear something Indonesian, they can put the hashtag wonderful Indonesia, so we all can contribute through that medium.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think and forgive me, Pak Menteri, I think everybody in this room is actually a Minister of Tourism of Indonesia. And everybody who lives in this country should be a Minister of Tourism of Indonesia. I used to be guilty of this. I live in Indonesia, and usually when I go abroad, on holiday or on work, I would put stuff on TripAdvisor, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, I'm abroad. I want to show to the world I'm abroad. When I'm in Yogyakarta, I don't put anything. Are you feeling the same way? Then that's a problem, right? I'm not even Indonesian, but if you're Indonesian, of course you're proud of your country. So it starts with all of us, and that's what I'm saying in a tongue-in-cheek sense. If we all think we are the Minister of Tourism, it means that you are now here in Yogyakarta. Have you already rated this hotel on TripAdvisor? Have you already put some beautiful pictures that you made, even in the garden of the hotel, even on your way from the airport to the hotel? Or if you all go on Saturday, 3 o'clock in the morning, on the sunrise Borobudur experience, make sure you rate it on TripAdvisor. Make sure you put it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
And say wonderful Indonesia.
And say wonderful Indonesia. Because these days, everybody in the world, if they decide where they're going to go on holiday, or where they're going to eat, where they're going to sleep, what experience they're going to do, the first stop is always TripAdvisor. But Indonesia has 260 million people that can all contribute. And TripAdvisor and all these other sites are very simple. It is all about volume. The more people review a certain site, it will show up higher. You'll get awards and you get all that. So I think it has to start with all of us. How do we get excited, all of us, to actively like, to actively post, to actively rate all these great things that Indonesia has to offer every time we're there. Even if you're not there, it's okay. Nobody would know. Promote Indonesia. And this is also how, when I was working in Garuda Indonesia was voted as the airline with the world's best cabin crew. I think it's a proud thing for Indonesia, but it also has to do because it's open for voting by the general public. I'm pretty sure there's a big percentage of the 260 million people that voted for Garuda. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So again, not that I think everybody can be a minister, but I think we should all help. Let's all call ourselves ambassadors to the Minister of Tourism and put this beautiful country on the global map.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Eric, Didit. Okay, again, for digital media, we put the digital or Go Digital initiative as the first strategic initiative in Ministry of Tourism, because we realize how powerful is the digital media. As we realize that 70% of our customers are using the digital media, 70%, even Chinese tourists. For searching, share, etc., they are using the digital media. And you know that the efficiency of digital media is 4 times compared to the conventional media. So, and for us, we put our budget 60% in digital media and only 40% in the conventional media. I always say that the more digital, the more personal. So we believe that using the digital media, we're going to reach the people one by one. So we believe we can promote our diversity to one-to-one, by one-to-one communication. So it's why I need your support to promote the wonderful Indonesia using your social media, digital media, etc. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pa Mantri, once again. Thank you very much, and we are indeed honored that you came here. He was in Lombok on the way to Jakarta later in the evening. In return, I think all we can offer is a room full of 220 plus very strong influencers in the digital area. And I think most of us would be very proud and committed to supporting wonderful Indonesia. Thank you very much. Thank you all.